All right, we're at E3, we're at Activision, taking a look at Guitar Hero Live. We got a developer here to tell us what it's all about. So let me hear what is new in Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah, so we've got three main things as part of the reinvention of Guitar Hero. The first is our new controller. So we have a new button layout on the neck of the guitar. We have 6 buttons. We have a row of 3 buttons along the bottom and 3 buttons along the top. So now when you're playing, you're making chord shapes and split chords and really getting the rhythm that a good real guitarist has when they're playing. That we have 2 main game modes. We have GH Live, which is our rockstar experience where we put you in the eyes of a rockstar guitarist up on stage in a huge music festival environment. So we've actually gone out and filmed things in live action, so we cast real musicians and actors to be your bandmates up on stage and your roadies and your tour manager, and we've cast a crowd of hundreds of extras that can be your festival audience. So as you're playing the game, you're getting this visceral connection to the music and trying to simulate this feeling of being a rock star guitarist up on stage at a music festival. And depending on how well you're playing, if you're playing really well, then your bandmates will be loving it and praising your performance, and if you're not playing so well, then the crowd will be looking at you like, come on, sort yourself out, raise your game, and they'll start jeering and throwing things at you if you're not doing well. Really cool. The other half of the game is GHTV, and GHTV is the first 24/7 playable music video network. What we've gone for is the feel of a music television channel. So when I launch GHTV, I join whichever channel is currently playing at that particular time, and we have song after song after song for you to play. You never know exactly what's going to come up next. We program all the content ourselves, so we have a sequence of curated shows. So there might be a indie rock half hour and then a metal hour, and so I play and play. If I don't particularly like that genre of music for whatever reason, then I'm able to switch channels. I bring up my TV guide and I can jump to channel 2, and then I might play a different genre of music that's playing on that other channel. So I can play and play, and as I play, I'm match-made against other players. So it's a connected experience. You're online and you're playing against other people who are playing that same song on the same channel at the same time. And depending on how well you do against them, you earn experience and you start to level up. As you level up, you unlock new areas of the game. So, for example, the on-demand song list. So, whereas I can just play on the channels, also, if I don't want to wait for my favorite song to come along, I can bring up the on-demand song list, and I can then play any song that I want in the game on demand. And I use up jukebox-style tokens that we call plays in order for you to play through those. Now, the other thing that we have and that we're showing here today is what we're calling a premium show. And for example, the example we have here is there's a band called the Black Veil Brides, and they were on tour very recently. We've managed to secure some exclusive concert footage of them performing on stage, and the first place that you're going to be able to see that footage is here in GHTV. So this is, our hope for the future is we're going to be able to secure a really strong pipeline of really fun, cool music video content that people can either complete challenges in order to play these shows, or they can skip the entry requirements by paying some real currency in order to get in there and play these songs. The other thing that you win by playing premium shows are customizable highways. So we have the note highway that runs up the middle of the screen that has the different notes on it. We have a standard one, but there's also loads of fun, cool ones that you can either win or that you can buy in order to customize the appearance of the game. We also have other aspects like player cards, which are your identity in the game that you can win and unlock. So if I play all the songs by a particular band, then maybe I win the player card for that particular band.
All right, and one of the game modes is full motion video. Can you talk about the decision to go there, and is that there in the TV thing as well?
So I think you're talking about the GH Live section of the game. Yeah, so with GH Live, what we were trying to do was get you closer to the experience of being a rock star guitarist. And so we were looking at the different ways that we could achieve that, and we thought, well, let's actually just go out and film it. So that's what we did, and we went through a process of casting bandmates or casting musicians to be your bandmates alongside you on stage, and then we hired this giant sound stage and built the sets. And then I'm not sure if you're familiar with something called a motion control rig, but a motion control rig is like a large robot camera arm. And so by rehearsing in a motion capture studio, we were able to capture a camera animation of the guitarist's position and what they were looking at. And we were then able to load that into the motion control camera so that every time we would have a repeatable camera movement. So we'd go into the studio and we'd film take after take after take, so we thought we had a great positive reaction, and then we'd be able to switch around, redress the set, redress people, and go and shoot negative this time. And because the camera animation is the same on every occasion, when you're playing the game, you can seamlessly move backwards and forwards between positive and negative depending on how you're playing.
Sounds really cool. All right, let me go back to the guitar a little bit. So you have changed the way the guitar works compared to the old Guitar Hero games. How did that come about, and how is that influencing the game?
Well, as a game developer, it's a fantastic position to be in, to have the opportunity to reinvent a guitar. So we've spent a lot of time working on different prototypes, trying different things out, seeing what more we could do with it. And we felt that the action of your right hand, so the strumming and the whammy bar, that was actually pretty good, and we didn't necessarily want to change what we were doing there. But we felt there was more that we could do for your left hand. And so we tried out lots of different prototypes, lots of different button combinations, and we ended up it just worked. The 6-button layout just stuck, and we were playing it more and more in the office. We were really finding the rhythm in the songs with that new layout, and thought, this is great, let's stick with this. And it does get you that little bit closer to the feeling of being an actual rock star guitarist, and that's what we're trying to achieve.
All right, and we used to have in Guitar Hero have drums and other instruments as well. Why did you choose to go away from that and focus on the guitar part?
Well, it was to give you that rock star experience up on stage. So as I described, we're shooting things from a first-person perspective this time. So you're looking out, you're looking at your bandmates around you, you're looking down at the audience, and so we wanted to really focus on that one guitarist experience, and hence along goes with that just having the guitar peripheral. But it's a lot there, a lot of fun. It's hundreds of songs in GHTV as well for you to master. So it's a great gameplay challenge there.
All right, and you're sort of simulating the bands that you play in. Like, as you said, you shot actors and musicians that look like that. So you're always playing as that band, or is there some sort of customization with you creating a character or anything like that?
We've created different genre bands as we describe them. So we have an indie rock band and an alt rock band and a dance rock band and a folk band and a pop band. So what we've done is we've made a band for each different subgenre of guitar-based music, and so you play as the guitarist in each of those different bands when you play the game.
All right, cool. So when is the game coming out, and on what platforms?
So it's the 20th of October in the US and the 23rd of October in Europe, and it's on PS4 and PS3 and Xbox One and Xbox 360 and the Wii U, and it's coming to select mobile platforms as well.
I guess I should ask as well, how does it work with the new guitar? You need that to play it, and how are the packs with that? Is there more than one guitar and all that?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, we'll have to talk to my PR colleagues to tell you exactly what the different SKUs and combinations would be. But certainly, when you buy the game, you get the guitar with it.
All right. Thanks for your time.
All right. Very good. See you.